ain't gonna fall off, but it's definitely not secure.
Will this help?
What are we looking at?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know the names of things. Van,
Don't
I have
put this
an
on your
actual...
vlog, man.
I'm definitely gonna put it on the
I have an
vlog.
actual...
What flavor is that?
The
Bubblegum.
Oh.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Para todos
nosotros, ¿ah? Okay. Con
Gracias.
cuidado, ¿ah?
Gracias.
The bubblegum is delicious.
Bubblegum.
Around. 𝐾𝐨𝐽.
Wow.
A Zoe bear. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Denny.
Previously on Love Island USA. Giving me a good feeling.
Today is a very exciting day. We are starting my van build. So I'm working with SoCal Customs. We're currently in San Diego. Thoma is helping me load up some of my van stuff into the van for us to take over there, but I am genuinely so excited. This van build is long overdue. We got my van all clean and ready to go. It's gonna be so nice to actually have this as like a living situation instead of just like living out of a big empty space. So I actually bought a lot of stuff for a van build like years ago when I had my other van, and that's what we're bringing with us because I don't really know what they're gonna be able to use. So I imagine today we're just gonna get, you know, tearing everything on the inside done, insulation and maybe wiring. I don't know, we're just gonna see. So we're bringing all of my electrical system stuff to see what they're able to use. Alright, we're on our way to go grab some coffee. I've got Zoe with me, that's why I say we. Gonna go grab some coffee and then headed to the van builders. Very exciting stuff. Alright, we made it and we were immediately put to work to take out all of the interior. And now we're getting ready to take out the floors. Ta-da! So something a little bit different about my van is I have the passenger air conditioning. I'll show you what it looks like. Got a little filter in there, which it's probably good we opened up because it's gotta be gross, but we have obviously never taken one of these apart before.
So we gotta figure that one out.
It's been a busy day of prepping the van for our build. What that entailed was ripping out the guts of the van and installing this, which is a sound deadener. So this is going to stop the van from like echoing and rattling as much. What's super important with this is that you install it over the entire wheel well. That is where most people get the most noise from. My van is a passenger van, so it actually came with a lot of sound deadener already installed, so we didn't actually use an entire box. But a box of this stuff is enough to cover an entire van, for sure, for sure. And next, we did a Bondo fill in all of the holes on the bottom of the van. That way, if any water splashes up, it doesn't get into my floor. Next for us is going to be installing insulation. So I got half-lock wool, and we have 3M, which will spray to glue the wool onto the walls of the van. So that's next for us. We wrapped up day one of the van build. We have everything insulated. I also have all of our everything that goes with the van build in here. And we're gonna come back tomorrow to start on the next day of the van build, which will be figuring out our layout and pre-wiring. Anything you'd like to add, Thoma?
Successful first day. Yeah, that's a wrap. Get back to it tomorrow.
Day 2 of our van build. The van is smelling like Bondo and sheep's wool. Quite the combination. The guy who has been helping me, he told me that the shortest amount of time it's taken somebody to build out their van with like renting the space with all the tools is a month and a half, which that's a long time. And he was like, well, the longest has been like 6 months. I don't have 6 months. What are we doing?
Getting ready to cut a hole in your van.
So we got the render, which is very exciting. Just of like the basic layout. He's gonna go in and kind of like customize it to a few more things that we need. So something that I'll be doing in this van is we're gonna have dog crates in the back, and then I'll actually have a drawer system underneath the crates to store all of my dog stuff, because obviously that takes up a lot of space in the van. And then over here we're gonna have a pull-out couch, and I'll have fridge and kitchen over on this side into the doorway. So a lot of it is obviously going to be taken up by dog crates, but it's not going to really be different than what I had before. So today we're going to be drilling a hole in the ceiling to put the what is it called?
Air fan.
Max air fan in. I'm keeping the factory AC because it pumps cold. So one of the reasons I bought this van is because it has an AC in the back. But we're just gonna outfit it so that the AC stays back here. Previously it had like a long airflow thing that went all the way to the front, which I think would run into the fan. So I'm gonna have both. I'm gonna have the AC that's able to run when the van is on, and then we're also gonna have the fan. So when it's cool, we can just, you know, turn the van off and have the fan here, which will be so nice because I don't have that. And before, when I was trying to sleep in the van, like, I thought I was gonna suffocate. And then ideally sometime in the future I'll get a window that opens for this sliding door. We'll see. There's a lot of things that I have to get for the van, so it just depends on if that's like in my budget for right now. But currently Thoma is getting ready to measure out the hole.
We're gonna use this box to collect all the little shrapnel so that we don't have to clean the fan up.
Oh, very smart.
as you can see, just finished cutting the hole in the ceiling and put the box in there to collect all the excess. So now we obviously got to clean up all this shrapnel so that it doesn't rust, but that's the gist of it. These little clamps don't work. You look okay from underneath?
Wow, we have a fan. We got the fan installed. That was our project for the day. We won't be working on the van tomorrow because we've got training, but we'll be back on Thursday. There we go. Very nice, big girl. Good morning, guys. We are, I think, in day 3 of the van build. We haven't been consecutive with anything because, you know, life. We got a couple businesses to run, and we've got insulation, we've got walls, we've got a floor. We're getting there. Today we're going to be installing the furring strips, which is the strips of wood that are going to go on the ceiling for our ceiling to attach to, and hopefully get started with our pre-wiring. So I have a lot of wiring from my previous van build. This is about as far as I got with my first van. It was just a little 40 Econoline. I stopped the van build because I was like, do I want to get a van that I can stand up in? So I ended up getting my Sprinter van. I've been living out of this for almost a year with no build, and like Thoma had a van build, but even his, we just finished like his van build. It's like just now looks like a home. So I think like before people get into van life, they're always like, oh well, I don't have, you know, like every necessary thing. You definitely don't, and I'm honestly kind of glad that we lived in our vans before building them out, because you really figure out like exactly what you need, you know?
Doesn't mean other people don't. I got a lot of shit when I first started offering it. Oh, he's an influencer. He's only been doing it for this. If people are asking to work with you, work with them.
Wait, what you telling me? Too green?
You can't help them. But if that affects you and that makes you feel the type of way, other people helping other people within Viber just because they're new and green are lame as fuck. If you're that good, then you're worth your shot for them. And if they're that bad, people will eventually go to you. They suck and you're that good. Or maybe you're not that good and maybe they're not that bad.
That's hilarious. Shane is standing up for Thoma because he's obviously a new decoy and is posting working with people, and I guess people have some sort of feelings towards that, you know, which, whatever.
I think he's experienced that in the past, and now he's more so talking about me, you know?
Oh yeah. Dog training stuff.
At the end of the day, though, you can definitely offer your services to a pet person, you know? I'm also not claiming to be the best or anything, so... I did my first group class and everyone was happy, so why the fuck not, you know?
Yeah.
The screw will sit nice and recessed. You know?
Smart. And it's quite a pain in the ass. It took him a really, really long time, but with a CNC machine, it's just like pretty much die cut everything. So Thoma had to like individually measure out all of these cabinets and make sure that they fit correctly, and like same thing with like the shower and our kitchen, like all of that sort of stuff. But for mine, it's just gonna be like a giant puzzle piece that we put together. So that's gonna be really nice. Plus we don't have to buy all of the stuff that, you know, like this thing. Like, we're not having to buy this tool. They have everything that you need to be able to build out a van. So it's working out pretty nicely for us. Thoma has built vans before. I have built a van up until this point. So I think we should be able to do it. Okay, so we fucked up and didn't put glue under these, so
It was a dry fit, it was a dry fit.
so we pulled them back up, put glue under them, and we're drilling an extra hole, so we're gonna have 2 holes. We still need to frame out the air conditioning unit here, so we do have these like cross beams, and for that we are drilling pocket holes.
We got our helper here. Yeah. Alright, we're wrapping up day 3 of our van build. We put the furring strips in the ceiling. We're gonna try to make it back before traffic hits. It's about 4 o'clock now. I think we got here at like 10. It's crazy because building on a van is one of those things where you don't think that it's gonna take that long, and then it does actually take that long. Alright, so up. Whoa! You got it. Come on. Old lady, I gotta help her up. Alright, we gotta try. Oh, go ahead. Alright.